Good afternoon, 6'4 Owls. Mr. Hagedorn here. Couple reminders. Tomorrow is an early release day. We'll be done at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And Monday, there is no school. No school on Monday. All right. And please make sure you're checking Power Schools. We have grades in there. Grades are updated regularly. So make sure you're checking those to make sure you know how your child is doing. All right. Math 6 next week. We're going to continue with unit rates. They will start their study guide on Friday. They will not have their quiz until the following week, though. So we'll just be focusing on finding unit rates next week. Math 6 Plus, they're going to have their Unit 3 quiz number 2 on Wednesday. That means their study guide is also due Wednesday. And then we'll begin our Unit 1. We're going to go back and do Unit 1, which is our geometry unit, finding area, surface area, and volume. Right. In ELA, Miss Simonson is not here today, but you guys will be continuing with Percy Jackson, and you can check the website for any ELA updates. All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Tuesday or tomorrow.
We will also see you tomorrow because it's Thursday. Science updates this week. We actually did the adopted element that I was talking about for a few times, and this was our first attempt at doing some kind of research-based project. It was quite interesting. We took 3 different days, did something different each day. We started with one element, then we compared to a separate element on the second day, and then we found a group to join up with and compare elements. So over the course of 3 days, students should have learned about 3 different elements from the periodic table. Tomorrow, we're moving into Matter 2, which the background knowledge, kids have phases and states of matter taught to them since first grade. So this is something they should have a handle on, but we will go through the lens of what happened when heat is included or heat is taken away, what happens to those atoms inside those states of matter. That's what we'll be focusing on for the next about week and a half. And here's Mr. Hutchison.
All right, friends, on this early Thursday check-in, a little bit about social studies class. One of the things, another kind of team idea I want you to hear and maybe check in with your kids a little bit about making sure that they have both their Chromebook and the chargers with them. We're having a lot of kids that are forgetting Chromebooks or they're forgetting their chargers, and it makes it a little difficult, especially in social studies, because we are almost 100% digital now. We don't use a lot of paper or pencils anymore. Now, in social studies class, we are working on geography, and we're getting into what the world looks like, landforms and waterways. Again, this is kind of a review. Some of the things like isthmus and strait are a little bit new to some students, but things like what is a river, what is a mountain, what is a peninsula is pretty much review. We've been working on that, but we've also been talking about what are the advantages and disadvantages of settling near those landforms or waterways. We took a quiz on it today. Some kids finish it in class. Some kids are going to finish it out of class this weekend. It's open notes, so they've got a notes page that they can use. There's videos and a slideshow, and they're typing that they can use to help them answer those questions. And then tomorrow, we're going to be taking some clay, and we're going to be creating these clay nations where we're doing the can you design out and actually in a 3-dimensional model create some of these landforms and waterways. So these plates will actually have water pouring on them that will give the actual water effect. So that'll be kind of a fun Friday activity. And then next week, we're going to talk about how humans have modified their environment to live near these areas. So that's what we're going to be pushing into. And then we're going to start talking about civilizations that have lived in these areas. So we're going to get into the ancient people of the Egyptian, the Nile River Delta. We're talking about Mesopotamia and the people that lived around the Indus and the the Tigris and the Euphrates and the Indus River Valley. So that's what we're going to be pushing on into in the next couple of weeks. So we hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next week.